All right, so, we're diving deep today into something I think a lot of people are curious about, herbs, and specifically how they could help us all, live longer, healthier lives.
Definitely a hot topic these days.
And we're basing this deep dive on this article called Top 10 Herbs for Longevity and Vitality, Unlock Natural Energy and Anti-Aging Benefits.
Oh, I saw that one.
Yeah, it makes some, pretty bold claims. But honestly, who wouldn't be intrigued by the idea of having more energy and feeling younger as we age?
Yeah, feeling younger, having more energy, that's definitely something I think we all are looking for.
Absolutely.
And it's interesting, this idea of using herbs for longevity, it's not really a new thing.
Right.
It's been around for centuries, especially in traditional medicine systems like Ayurveda
Yeah, Ayurveda.
and traditional Chinese medicine. So while modern science is now kind of catching up and researching these herbs, there's already this vast body of traditional knowledge out there, just waiting to be explored.
Wow, yeah, that's amazing. So I guess how do these herbs actually work when it comes to longevity? Like what's the science behind these claims?
Right. Well, a lot of these herbs, they're packed with these really powerful compounds like antioxidants
Okay, antioxidants, yeah.
and adaptogens. And
Adaptogen.
antioxidants, for example, they basically fight these things called free radicals,
Okay.
which are these molecules that can cause damage to your cells, and that contributes to aging.
Okay, so it's kind of like they're protecting our cells from damage.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they're these tiny little superheroes protecting your cells from like wear and tear.
I like that analogy. Tiny little superheroes, that's great. But I've heard that, not all antioxidants are created equal. So is there more to it than that?
Yeah, you're right. There are actually different types of antioxidants,
Oh, okay.
and each one has its own like special way of working.
Interesting.
So, for instance, some antioxidants like vitamin C, they're water soluble, which means they mainly do their work in the fluids of your body.
Okay.
And then you've got others like vitamin E, those are fat soluble,
Oh, okay.
and they protect your cell membranes.
Wow, that's really interesting. So it's kind of like having a diverse team of antioxidants, right?
Exact.
They're all working together to protect your body from all these different angles.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then, we were talking about adaptogens.
Yeah, adaptogens.
These are really interesting. They're kind of a special class of herbs, and they help your body just deal with stress better.
Oh, okay.
So, they're like resilience boosters.
Okay.
They help your body cope with all the demands of, modern life, the physical and emotional stresses.
Yeah, because it definitely seems like, stress takes a toll on how we age.
For sure.
Is there a link between stress and aging at a cellular level?
There is. So chronic stress, it can lead to something called oxidative stress.
Oxidative stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's basically when you have this imbalance
Right.
between free radicals and antioxidants.
Right.
And this imbalance, it can really speed up aging because it damages, your DNA, proteins, and other parts of your cells.
So it sounds like adaptogens could play a key role in kind of mitigating that damage, right?
Exactly.
By helping our bodies handle stress more efficiently.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
They help regulate our stress response
Yeah.
systems. So, we're reducing the negative impact of stress on our bodies, on our mind.
Right, because stress affects everything.
Everything, yeah.
Okay, well, I think we've got a good foundation. Let's get into the specifics of these herbs.
That's good.
Because this article lists the top 10 herbs for, longevity and vitality. And the first one up is ashwagandha.
Oh, yeah, ashwagandha.
It's also known as Withania somnifera,
Right, Withania somnifera.
which is a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
It's often touted as an adaptogen, but what makes it so beneficial for longevity?
Well, the cool thing about ashwagandha is it goes beyond just managing stress.
Okay, so it's more than just an adaptogen.
Yeah, there's more to it. Studies suggest that it might actually have a positive impact on telomere length.
Telomere length. Okay. Remind me about telomeres.
Okay, so telomeres are they're like the protective caps on the ends of our chromosomes.
Oh, okay.
And they get shorter, as we age.
Ah, okay. So longer telomeres mean
Longer telomeres are good.
good thing, yeah. It means our cells are aging more slowly.
That's the idea.
Okay.
And although, more research is definitely needed, some studies suggest that ashwagandha might actually be able to slow down that telomere shortening process.
Wow.
And that could mean, potentially a longer lifespan.
Wow, that's amazing. And that's not all it does.
Not all, no. It also seems to support mitochondrial function.
Mitochondria, right?
Yeah.
The powerhouses of the cell. But remind me, why are those so important for aging?
Well, they're essential. They're the ones that produce the energy that all of our cells need to work properly.
Right, right.
And as we age, mitochondrial function, it tends to decline.
Oh, okay.
And that can lead to, fatigue, weakness, and even a bunch of age-related diseases.
Right.
And ashwagandha, it seems like it might help support those mitochondria.
Okay.
Keep our cells energized.
Okay.
And keep them functioning at their best.
So ashwagandha is kind of like a multitasker, right?
It is. It's a multitasker.
It's supporting our stress response, maybe protecting those telomeres, and boosting our cellular energy.
Exactly.
That's pretty impressive for one little herb.
It really is. It's a great example of this holistic approach to longevity that we're talking about.
Okay, well, next on this list is ginseng.
Ah, ginseng.
Or Panax ginseng.
Yes.
Which has earned quite a nickname.
I've heard of this one.
Yeah, the root of immortality.
Ooh, that's a bold claim.
Yeah, it is. It is. So does it actually live up to the hype?
Well, we may not achieve literal immortality.
Yeah, it's probably true.
But ginseng, it does offer some pretty compelling benefits.
Okay, like what?
So one key factor is that it has a really high concentration of ginsenosides.
Ginsenosides.
Yeah. And these act as really powerful antioxidants.
Okay.
So they're helping combat, that oxidative stress, which is, as we've been talking about, a major contributor to aging.
Right, right. So it's fighting those free radicals we were talking about.
Yep, exactly.
But is there anything unique about ginseng's antioxidant power?
Well, that's what's interesting. Some research suggests that ginsenosides might not just neutralize free radicals like other antioxidants do.
Okay.
They might actually also help activate the body's own antioxidant defense systems.
So it's like boosting your body's natural defenses against aging.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, and there's also evidence that suggests that ginseng could have positive effects on cognitive function.
Oh, okay.
So, potentially helping to maintain mental sharpness as we age, keeping that brain sharp.
Oh, that's great. I like that.
Yeah, who doesn't want a sharp brain?
All right, let's move on to this one's a kitchen staple I think we're all familiar with.
Okay, what is it?
Turmeric.
Oh, turmeric, love it.
Or curcuma longa.
Yeah.
And, we all know it for that vibrant color.
That beautiful color.
And its use in, curries and things like that. But what makes it a longevity superstar?
Well, turmeric's big claim to fame is this active compound called curcumin.
Curcumin.
Yeah, you've probably heard of that. And it's a very potent anti-inflammatory agent.
Oh, okay, so it fights inflammation.
Yeah, and as we were talking about before, chronic inflammation, that's a big driver of aging.
Yeah, yeah.
In a lot of diseases.
Right. So turmeric is essentially like putting out those inflammatory fires in the body.
It's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Exactly. By reducing chronic inflammation, curcumin may help protect against a wide range of age-related conditions.
Oh, wow.
We're talking heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, even arthritis.
So it sounds like turmeric is addressing aging from a systemic perspective rather than just targeting, specific symptoms.
Exactly. And, that highlights, how interconnected our body systems are.
Right.
So by addressing inflammation, which often is kind of like the root cause of a lot of these chronic diseases,
yeah,
turmeric can have these far-reaching effects on our health, on our well-being.
It's pretty remarkable for something that we just, sprinkle on our food.
It is pretty remarkable, isn't it?
Okay, next up is Gotu kola.
Gotu kola.
Okay. Or Centella asiatica.
Centella asiatica, yeah. And this one, I'm really intrigued by it because it's often called the herb of longevity.
Ooh.
So what's so special about Gotu kola?
Well, it's fascinating because it's believed to rejuvenate both the mind and body.
Oh. Particularly in Ayurvedic medicine.
Okay.
It's thought to enhance your cognitive function, help reduce anxiety, and even promote healthy skin.
So it's supporting both mental and physical well-being.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Can you maybe elaborate on how it might benefit cognitive function specifically?
Yeah. So some research suggests that Gotu kola, it may improve blood flow to the brain.
Oh, okay.
So, enhancing oxygen and nutrient delivery.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's also thought to potentially protect brain cells from damage.
Wow.
and even maybe stimulate the growth of new brain cells.
New brain cells. Wow.
Yeah, a process called neurogenesis.
That's incredible. It's like giving your brain this revitalizing boost.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's interesting that it also has, benefits for the skin. Is there connection there?
Well, Gotu kola is known to stimulate collagen production,
Oh, okay.
which is really important for keeping your skin, elastic,
Right.
reducing those wrinkles.
Okay, so it's addressing aging from multiple angles, right?
Yeah.
Both internally and externally.
Yeah, exactly. And it also has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties that protect the skin from damage.
So it's like a multi-pronged approach to skin health as
Yes,
well.
like multi-pronged, yeah.
I'm starting to see a pattern here. A lot of these herbs seem to have this holistic approach to well-being, right?
You're definitely picking up on something.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm following along. All right, herb number 5. We're already halfway through the list. This one is Rhodiola rosea.
Rhodiola, yeah.
And I was reading that it thrives in these like really harsh environments, like cold mountainous regions.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, it sounds pretty tough. So
No.
what makes it so beneficial for longevity?
Well, rhodiola is a powerful adaptogen.
Okay.
Helps the body deal with all sorts of stress.
Okay.
And, it's known to regulate those stress hormones,
Okay.
support adrenal gland function, and improve resilience to both physical and mental strain.
So it's like training your body to be more adaptable,
Yes.
which I imagine is huge for overall well-being and longevity.
Absolutely.
But like how does that actually translate into, like a longer lifespan?
Well, by reducing the negative impacts of that chronic stress that we talk about, rhodiola may help protect against, damage to the cells.
Okay.
And it might even prevent those cells from aging prematurely.
So it's kind of like giving your body a shield
Yeah.
against the wear and tear of modern life.
I like that. That's a good analogy.
Yeah.
It's like building resilience at the cellular level.
Okay, next up we have holy basil
Holy basil. Okay.
or Ocimum sanctum,
Ocimum sanctum.
which I believe is considered sacred in India.
That's right. Yeah.
So what makes this one so special?
Well, holy basil is another one of those powerful adaptogens,
Okay.
but it goes beyond just stress management. It also has these incredible immune boosting and cardiovascular supporting properties.
Wow.
Yeah. And plus, its anti-inflammatory and detoxifying actions, all that makes it a really fantastic herb for promoting, overall longevity.
So it's another one of those multitaskers, right?
It is.
It's addressing all these different aspects of well-being.
Absolutely. And it's a really great example of how these herbs can work, synergistically
Okay.
with your body's natural processes.
Okay.
So, rather than forcing change, they're supporting the body's own ability to heal and to thrive.
So it's kind of like working with the body, not against it.
Exactly.
All right, let's shift gears a bit and talk about reishi mushroom
Reishi mushroom. Okay.
or Ganoderma lucida.
Ganoderma lucida.
And I know that it's technically a fungus, but it's often grouped with herbs.
Right.
So what makes this one so beneficial for longevity?
Well, reishi, it's really revered in traditional Chinese medicine. And it's for its ability to promote balance and vitality.
Okay.
And it's a potent immune modulator.
Immune modulator. Okay.
Yeah, meaning it can help to regulate your immune system, kind of, fine-tune it so it's better at fighting off infections and diseases.
So it's strengthening our body's, natural defenses.
Exactly, yeah.
But how does that tie into longevity?
Well, having a well-functioning immune system is absolutely crucial for healthy aging.
Okay.
Because as we get older, our immune systems tend to weaken.
Right.
And that makes us more susceptible to, infections, all sorts of diseases.
Right.
And reishi, it can actually help to kind of like counteract that decline.
Okay.
So it helps keep our immune system strong.
So that's a really important aspect of longevity that I hadn't really thought about before.
Yeah, it's not just about preventing those wrinkles.
Right.
It's about keeping a strong immune system that can protect you.
That can protect us from those age-related illnesses.
Ah.
Okay, well, reishi sounds pretty great.
Yeah, and it's not done yet. It's also got those adaptogenic properties.
Oh, okay.
So it helps reduce stress, improve sleep quality.
Wow.
And some studies are even suggesting that it might have some anti-cancer properties as well.
Wow.
But, more research is definitely needed in that area.
So it's like another multifaceted gem, right?
It is.
Just it's doing all these things. It's supporting immunity, stress management, and potentially even offering some protection against, serious diseases.
Exactly.
Okay, let's move on to one that I'm very fond of because I drink it all the time.
Okay, what's that?
Green tea.
Green tea, excellent choice.
Or Camellia sinensis.
Camellia sinensis.
And I'm a big green tea drinker, so I'm really curious to learn more about, why it's considered a longevity champion.
Well, green tea is packed with polyphenols.
Polyphenols.
Yeah. And those are, powerful antioxidants.
Okay, yeah.
And specifically, there's a type called catechins.
Catechins.
Yeah, and those are the real stars here.
Okay.
They help to protect your cells from damage.
Okay.
Which, that's a key factor in aging. We've been talking about that.
Right, right. So it's fighting those free radicals again.
It is.
Yes.
It's fighting those free radicals. Yeah.
But what makes green tea's antioxidants special?
Okay, so there's one specific catechin in green tea called EGCG.
EGCG.
Which stands for epigallocatechin gallate.
Wow.
But you can just call it EGCG.
EGCG. And that one, it's been studied a lot.
Oh, okay.
And it has all these potential anti-aging benefits.
Okay.
And they think it's particularly effective at protecting your cells from the damage caused by UV radiation, pollution, all those environmental stressors.
So it's like an internal sunscreen.
Yeah.
Protecting our cells from damage that can age us faster.
Exactly. And green tea is also linked to a bunch of other health benefits too,
Oh, yeah. I've heard about those.
Yeah.
So improved heart health, brain health, even a healthier metabolism.
Wow.
Yeah. And some studies are suggesting that green tea might even help to regulate blood sugar levels.
Okay.
Reduce the risk of certain types of cancer.
Wow.
And even support weight management.
So it's another one of those herbs that has a really wide range of benefits.
It is. It's another multitasker.
Which makes it a valuable addition to, a longevity-focused lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm definitely feeling good about my green tea habit now.
As you should. As you should.
All right, we're down to the last two herbs on this list.
Okay. Let's hear them.
So number 9 is milk thistle.
Milk thistle, okay.
Or Celeba mariana.
Celeba marianum, yeah.
And, I know that this one is known for supporting liver health.
That's right.
But how does that connect to longevity?
Well, your liver plays this really vital role in detoxification.
Okay.
Filtering out all those toxins, all the waste products from your bloodstream.
Right, right.
But, as we age, our liver function, it can decline.
Oh, okay.
And that decline can make us more vulnerable to the harmful effects of toxins.
So milk thistle it's kind of like a liver protector.
Yeah.
It's helping it function, at its best even as we age.
You got it. It contains this compound called silymarin.
Silymarin.
Yeah. And that's a really powerful antioxidant that helps to protect those liver cells from damage.
Okay.
And it actually even supports the regeneration of liver cells.
Oh, wow.
So this can help your liver to just function more efficiently, get rid of those toxins, and really support your overall health.
So a healthy liver is really essential for overall well-being.
It is.
So it makes sense that milk thistle would be considered, like a longevity-promoting herb.
It makes perfect sense.
All right, last but not least, we have Schisandra.
Schisandra, okay.
Or Schisandra chinensis.
Schisandra chinensis, yes.
What can you tell me about this one?
Well, Schisandra is this really unique berry. Okay. It's an herb that's used in traditional Chinese medicine.
Uh-huh.
And it's known for its, you guessed it, adaptogenic and antioxidant properties.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's often called, the adaptogen queen.
The adaptogen queen.
Yeah, because they think it can help your body adapt to all these different kinds of stressors.
Like what kind of stressors?
Well, we're talking physical, mental, even environmental stress.
So it's like another one of those, resilience boosters, right?
Yes, exactly.
It's helping us cope with all of the challenges of life.
Exactly.
But how does that translate into, anti-aging benefits?
Well, by reducing the negative impact of stress, on your body, Schisandra may help protect against cellular damage and premature aging.
Okay.
It's also thought to maybe support energy production, enhance mental clarity, even improve skin health.
So it sounds like Schisandra kind of embodies that concept of holistic health, right?
It does. It does.
It's addressing, multiple aspects of well-being.
Yeah, to promote this more vibrant, more youthful you.
Okay, well, this has been incredibly insightful so far. We've covered so much, from the science behind these antioxidants and adaptogens
Hmm.
to the specific benefits of these top 10 longevity herbs.
It's been a lot.
Yeah, it has, but it's really fascinating stuff.
It is.
Before we move on to talking about, safety and how to actually use these herbs,
Okay.
is there anything else that stands out to you about these plants?
I think what's really striking to me is that while each of these herbs, it has its own unique properties,
Right.
they all share this common thread.
Okay.
They're all about supporting the body's own ability to heal and to thrive.
Right.
They're not, a quick fix.
Right.
They're more like tools that empower your body to function optimally, to age gracefully.
So that's a really important takeaway, right?
It is.
It's not about, expecting these herbs to do all the work for us. It's about working with our bodies, not against them,
I like that.
and supporting their natural processes, and enhancing their resilience.
That's a great way to put it.
Well, before we get, too carried away with all the potential benefits of these herbs, let's talk about, safety
Okay. Yeah.
and responsible usage because, it's great to be excited about these herbs, but we want to make sure we're using them wisely.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hmm.
And, even though these are natural substances, they can still interact with certain medications
Okay. Yeah.
or have, contraindications for certain health conditions.
So it's not just as simple as like popping a pill or brewing a cup of tea,
Yeah,
right?
it's not that simple.
There are things we need to be aware of before we, start incorporating these herbs into our daily routines.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really important to talk to a healthcare professional
Okay.
before adding in any new herbs,
Especially
especially if you're pregnant.
pregnant, yeah.
Expert. Yeah, especially if you're pregnant or nursing
Right, right.
or if you're taking any medications already.
Yeah, because even though these are natural, doesn't necessarily mean that they're safe for everyone, right?
Exactly. Just because it comes from nature doesn't mean that it can't interact with, something else that you might be taking.
That makes perfect sense. What else should we be cautious about?
Well, dosage is another really important thing to think about.
Okay.
These herbs are generally safe when you take them in the recommended dosages.
Okay.
But if you go above those limits, well, that could potentially cause some problems, some adverse effects.
So it's not a case of more is better with these herbs.
Right. It's really about finding that sweet spot, the right dosage for you.
Okay. Are there any specific herbs that we should be extra cautious with?
Well, some herbs, like ashwagandha
Okay. That's all.
and rhodiola, they can potentially interact with certain medications,
Mm.
or they can make some health conditions, a bit worse.
Okay, yeah.
So, for instance, ashwagandha, it may lower blood pressure.
Okay.
So you definitely want to be careful if you're already, taking blood pressure medication.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it's not just about the herb itself. It's
Yeah.
also about how it might interact with other things that we're taking or conditions that we might have.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's another reason why it's really so important to talk to your doctor
Mm.
or a qualified healthcare provider.
Yeah.
They can, take a look at your individual situation, your health history, any medications you're on,
Right.
and any potential risks, any potential interactions.
Okay, so it's all about, being informed and making choices that work for us.
Exactly. It's about empowering yourself with that knowledge and really working together with your healthcare provider,
Right.
to create this personalized approach
Yeah.
that really supports your well-being.
This has been a really insightful discussion.
It has.
We've covered so much about these herbs.
We have.
But I want to hear what stands out to you the most from all of these incredible plants. Like, is there one that particularly like piqued your interest?
They are all fascinating in their own way,
Yeah.
but I'm particularly drawn to Gotu kola,
Gotu kola, yeah.
and it's that connection to, mental and physical rejuvenation.
Yeah.
That idea of this herb that can support a youthful mind and body, I just find that so intriguing.
Yeah, it's amazing, right?
Popular.
How these herbs can offer such a holistic approach to well-being.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most amazing things about them.
Before we move on to our final thoughts for this episode,
Okay.
is there anything else you'd like to highlight about these top 10 herbs for longevity?
I think it's worth emphasizing that these herbs aren't they're not a magic bullet, right? They're not going to, make you live forever.
Right.
They're,
Yeah.
they're tools.
Okay.
They can support your body's natural processes,
Yeah.
help enhance your resilience,
Yeah.
but they really work best when you combine them with a healthy lifestyle.
So it's that synergy, right?
Exactly.
Between these powerful plants
Yeah.
and a lifestyle that nourishes your body and mind.
Yeah, it's about recognizing that true well-being, it's a journey.
It is.
It's not a destination.
Not a destination.
And it's a journey that we can embark on with more awareness.
Yeah.
And empowerment.
Yeah.
Thanks to the wisdom of these ancient herbs.
This deep dive has really inspired me to kind of explore these herbs further
Yeah.
and see how I can, incorporate them into my own life.
That's great.
And I'm sure our listeners are feeling the same way. Wow, this deep dive has been such an eye-opener. We've explored the science, the history, the benefits.
It's been quite a journey.
It really has. Even, the potential risks of these incredible herbs.
Yeah, it's important to be aware of that.
It is. It is. And it's just clear that they offer this really fascinating path
Yeah.
towards, living a longer, healthier, more vibrant life.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's really exciting to see how these ancient remedies, they're now being backed up
Yeah.
by modern science.
Yeah, the research is really catching up.
It is. It is. And, it's like we're rediscovering this power of nature.
Right.
And how it can really help support our well-being.
It's like we're tapping into this wellspring of wisdom.
Yeah.
That's been there all along, right?
It's been there the whole time.
Just waiting to be rediscovered.
Waiting to be rediscovered.
And speaking of rediscovering, I want to pose a thought-provoking question to our listeners.
Oh, I love a good thought-provoking question. Let's hear it.
Okay. So we've talked about, choosing one of these herbs to incorporate into your life.
Yeah.
Now imagine you could cultivate
Okay.
just one of these herbs in your own garden.
Ooh, in my garden.
Which one would you choose?
That is a good question.
And why?
Yeah, I mean to have those plants, right there,
Right at your fingertips.
ready to nourish you, revitalize you.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
It's very empowering.
I'm sure our listeners will have some interesting thoughts on that.
Yeah, I'm really curious to hear what they come up with. It's like bringing the power of longevity
Yeah.
right into your backyard.
Into your own backyard.
Exactly.
I love that. It really speaks to that connection we can have
Yeah.
with nature. It's not just about consuming these herbs.
Right.
It's also about appreciating them.
Yeah.
Their life cycle, how resilient they are,
Yeah.
the wisdom they hold.
I love that perspective. It's like deepening our relationship
It is.
with the natural world and really recognizing the ways that it can support us,
Absolutely.
support our well-being. And who knows, maybe some of our listeners will be inspired to start their own herb gardens after this deep dive.
What a wonderful outcome that would be.
Yeah, it really would.
Can you imagine
Yeah.
a world where more people
Yeah.
are connected to the source of their health, their vitality?
Yeah.
They're nurturing these plants, and in turn, the plants are nurturing them.
Yeah, it's a beautiful vision. It's a reminder that we're part of this larger ecosystem.
They are.
And our health is really intertwined with the health of the planet.
It really is. And I think this whole deep dive
Yeah.
has been a celebration of that interconnectedness.
Yeah.
And it's reminded us that longevity, it's not just about adding years to our life,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
It's about adding life to our years.
And it's about embracing that holistic approach to well-being.
Yes.
Recognizing that our physical health, our mental health,
Yeah.
our emotional health, it's all connected.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
And it's about making choices that support our bodies.
Yeah.
Their natural ability to thrive.
Yeah.
From the foods we eat to how we manage our stress,
Right.
to the herbs that we bring into our lives.
So true. And it's also about recognizing that we're not alone on this journey.
We're not.
I have, the wisdom of traditional medicine systems.
Yeah.
We have the power of nature.
Yes.
And we have, a supportive community to kind of like guide us along the way.
That's a really nice way to put it.
Well, I think that's a perfect note to end on. It's been such a pleasure
It has.
exploring this topic with you
Likewise.
and with our listeners.
Yeah.
And, may this deep dive inspire you all to
Yes.
continue on your own journey
Yeah.
towards a
A
long,
long and healthy life.
vibrant, and fulfilling life.
Yes.
And until our next deep dive, keep exploring, keep learning,
Keep learning.
and keep nurturing your own journey towards a long and vibrant life.